would be acclimatization. All right. Acclimatization is a gradual increase in the exposure of heat. For workers, for example, for newly hired construction worker, what is the thing to be done is there would be gradual exposure. Day one, only 10% of exposure from the outdoor heat they are allowed to do on day one. All right, 20%. Okay, on day two, 40%. Day three, 60%. Day four, 80%. And on day five, it's 100%. Now they could be considered acclimatized already.
Welcome. If there were a way for you to get to know how to avoid getting ill during this heat wave, would you like to know how? Episode 11, Season 16, a very special guest. In fact, our favorite. We have had him over the years to talk about even about the dangers of COVID and the vaccine before. He is an HR OD consultant. In fact, I would call him a modern Renaissance man. Why? He's also an occupational health physician manager with Walls in Motion Incorporated. And of course, health and wellness consultant, practitioner trainer for corporate clients. Really, I tell you, has a vast reservoir of knowledge and skills, and we are so blessed to have him with us today. Doc Noy, please give us your tips and guidelines and why. The first thing that I really would like to ask is, we used to gauge the weather in terms of ambient temperature. Now we are using the heat index. What is the reason behind this?
Thank you, Miss Dina. How are you? Nice to see you again, and and I'm so happy that you are making me appear in your program once again. Here I am at the service of the Lord Jesus Christ to
Yes,
serve you all people in terms of this crisis that we are having. We
yes,
call heat wave,
yes.
right? And to answer your question, why now heat index is being used as a parameter is precisely because temperature is just a temperature in terms of the environmental heat. It doesn't talk about the amount of the water vapor in the environment and the feeling that we have when we receive such heat. Because heat index is so important so that we gauge the health effects inside our body.
Oh,
Imagine a heat index of 47, 48. That is terrible. And we are at the dangerous level now as forecasted and broadcasted by Pag-asa. That means we are losing a lot of water inside the body so that people now are getting heat-related illnesses, which
yes.
we will be discussing later. So
Oh,
let me just expound a bit of that. What makes this weather so alinsangan, no? Sa
yeah.
Tagalog, it's alinsangan. It's so
Oh,
humid. It's
yes.
because the explanation there is Philippines being an archipelago
Mm,
surrounded by waters, all
mm,
right, all over wherever we are.
mm,
Because
mm,
of the extreme temperature outside, the water in the seas are being evaporated so very fast. And this evaporation becomes water vapor. Now, the
mm,
water vapor has a tendency, as a ability
mm,
to have the oxygen in the air stick to it. All right. So therefore, the oxygen that we're supposed to breathe in, that will
mm,
make us easy and comfortable as we feel, it's
mm,
now being competed upon by the water vapor. So
mm,
that the feeling is we could hardly breathe at times. There are times that it seems that we are short of oxygen, where in fact it is really short of oxygen. And on top of that, we also could feel sticky skin because of the perspiration that cannot be well evaporated from our body. Okay, so that is just,
all right. Yes,
yes.
yes. And of course, everybody is waiting to hear about this. And I'm glad, Doc Noy, you were so generously made your time available for us today. And thank you for that. Now, question. Who are particularly at risk for heat-related illnesses?
All right. 4-year-old children and below are at risk. The senior citizens, those who are suffering from medical condition, particularly diabetes and hypertension, those who are under medications, and other compromised individuals.
All right. Uh, Last Sunday, I had a visitor who told me the whole family did not have any sleep at all because suddenly their uncle just died, and all he did, this guy, of course, this guy is already a senior, and then he has this condominiums for rent. All he did was just go around, inspect the different condos. Nag-inspection tour lang siya. Do you know that he suddenly collapsed and he was rushed to the hospital, and much as everybody there did everything, they could not revive him and he passed away.
Wow.
Oh, what, why did that happen, Doc Noy?
Miss Dina, that is a very typical illustration of how heat stroke happened to that particular person.
Sige, sige,
All right.
uh,
How old is this individual?
uh, a little over 60.
Okay, so he is really at risk. That is a typical example of a heat stroke, right? What happens is there was no acclimatization that happened to that individual. When we say acclimatization or acclimation or acclimatation, there are so many words to that, but it means the same thing. So what happens is the body got so dehydrated that the kidneys back down and all the other cells malfunction. Mind you, heat stress progresses very, very fast, especially for those who are high risk. In a matter of hours, it would progress first from heat exhaust, of course, first from heat rash, and then heat fatigue, heat heat exhaustion, and eventually heat stroke. All right. Let me remind everyone that heat stroke is different from the cerebrovascular stroke. This is
Okay.
different. Huh? So
Uh-uh.
please don't confuse on these two different things. However, these are both diseases or conditions are very fatal. Okay, so that's
Oh,
why I really have to force myself to go advocacy because we are in a way saving lives.
yeah.
The heat stroke could easily be treated, mind you, could easily be treated. But if the person does not have anything or doesn't know how to do it, the first aid measures, then we might be losing people or be resulting who are resulting in undue
Oh,
deaths. You
oh,
see,
this,
same here, Miss
oh,
Dina. If I may
oh,
just share,
yes,
2 weeks
yes.
ago in our condominium complex, there's one woman there in her unit. It so happened that for 2 days, she was not visited by her children for two
Yeah,
days. All
yeah.
right. So on day two, the unit was opened and there he was. You know what's the scenario? He was not respiring anymore or no breathing anymore, and she's holding on the aircon remote control. So that
Oh,
is really a sign that she was struggling to get air to breathe in.
oh,
And of course, she was declared dead by the public health officer
oh,
because of that
my.
simple thing that happened.
Yes, yes. Another person that I know, a neighbor of ours, told me that his son, of course, because of the heat, he he kept on, putting ice and lots of ice in his water. He keep on doing that. Oh my gosh, he got sick also. Uh, and he had this what we call, he had a sore throat, and it became infected, and it took a long. They had to rush him also to the hospital. Imagine this is what we call about 5 years old, 5-year-old boy, and he got very sick.
Very sick. Very sick
Yes,
of what? Respiratory
it's
condition?
um. They were asking why is he like this because the throat got inflamed and it had
Okay.
infection, and the boy, the grandmother who was looking after him said the boy does not stop taking ice, just ice and ice and ice,
Okay.
putting in
Okay.
his mouth ice.
Thank you for that, Miss Dina. I would like to explain and elaborate on this. All right? Because 2 weeks ago, I kind of got irritated with the Facebook issues that ice should not be a first aid measure for people who are suffering from heat-related illness. That is a misconception. That is a false or a fake news. All
Okay.
right? That child might be suffering or might have suffered
Uh-uh.
respiratory or throat infection, but
Yes.
has revived from being a victim of heat-related illness.
Oh, yes, yes,
Right?
yes.
What that boy or girl did was right. Okay, because that was a manifestation. The fact that he or she was looking for ice is a manifestation that her or his body is really draining from the water that the body needs. All right.
Oh, all right.
Yes.
You,
It's
you
it's
know,
always
wow.
should be cool or cold water. That's okay. Provided, of course, the patient is not on the heat stroke level. See? So we
Mm,
have to this forum now, I would explain why the importance of providing the appropriate first aid measures depending on the level or the phase of the heat-related illness.
all right. Yeah, that
Okay?
clears it up because I was so surprised. I said, "Oh, you mean we cannot take ice because it's not good raw." Oh, so I'm now.
No.
Oh, okay.
Really, and I had that announced in one of my shows that
Uh-uh.
how I wish people in the Facebook or whatever social media should stop, giving information where in fact they are not in the position to give such information,
Yes, yes, yes.
right? And that it makes it just give confusion to people who are listening. And
Indeed.
we know for a fact even in the COVID days, when people's confusion is at a high level, the immune system or the body to cope up with the existing condition is it decreased.
Mm-hmm,
Okay,
mm-hmm,
so not helping any longer, or we don't do any good for these
mm-hmm.
people, for the people who are suffering from
Yes.
a related illness.
We're talking, Doc Noy, you, people who are addicted in putting in their own personal opinion without thorough knowledge or
That
research.
is a very bad aspect of Facebook. You see, in fact, I don't go with earning money with the more shows you have. I
Yes,
don't
yes.
go that. I don't. I hate that really. The Facebook and all the social media should stop that
Yes, yes,
practice.
indeed,
Okay.
indeed. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
So, what are all right? So, because it goes without saying, what is it true, Doc Noy? At least as far as I heard, no, is it true that right now the heat wave is all over Asia?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. In fact, Malaysia is having their highest in 40 years. Okay,
Oh,
when I say highest, it's not the ambient temperature, but rather we're referring to the heat index. All right, so
oh, oh,
humidity and temperature. We're talking about humidity and temperature.
all right. And this is really this is really crazy because in other countries, like for example, they're supposed to be all heat there, like all of a sudden they have flood, like UAE. They suddenly have, hey, and then here we suddenly have heat index like in the desert. So this is something. Dok Noy, do you think this will go on for a longer time?
Yes, Miss
Oh my.
Tina, sad to say.
Oh,
This heat wave is a result of the global warming, the climate change, which
oh,
has begun its roots 20 to 30 years ago. This is a product of the factories left and right having uncontrolled pollution, They do not have effective devices to control their pollution. In our own little way, in our personal lives, we also do abuse environment. A simple fact of not turning off, for example, the lights that we don't use when we leave home, or the air conditioning unit, we leave it the whole day even though we're not using, contributes to global warming. All right,
Oh,
this is
right.
about the accumulation of greenhouse gases, all right, which envelope the earth. So that
Oh,
when it envelopes the earth, which is happening now, when the sun or the solar radiation penetrates the clouds and gets into the earth's surface, it doesn't have a way to be dispersed anymore out of our earth, because our earth is already covered with such thickness.
oh
Okay,
my goodness.
that's the reason why we
Oh,
get a flood where deserts like Dubai got flooded, because the icebergs or the other bodies of water which are stay in ice state are melting.
all right.
Okay.
So, yeah, this, Doc Noy, it sounds like it really needs global effort, but I guess the more powerful the nations are, the more they're able to get out of it. They will squirm out of, and then the other countries will do it, but then the bigger ones will not do it. So it keeps on getting pushed, like kicking the can up ahead. So this is really, in other words, Doc Noy, this can go on for some more time.
Yes. It build up for 20 to 30 years. And then here comes the Paris Agreement in the 80s, backed
Mhm,
up by a United Nations body who's in charge of it. And
mhm,
each of the countries are doing its own,
mhm.
although they came short of the target, which to decrease the temperature 1.5 degrees by 2015, and which is forthcoming. However, it seems that it is not achievable. All right. So more effort has to be done. More efforts have to be done to really struggle to
Yeah.
put the world temperature. Thanks for the scientists who have invented already the solar panel,
Oh,
uh,
yes, yes,
provided us already of
yes.
alternate energy sources like the wind, the hydroelectric, and all this stuff. It could
In
help.
other words,
It could
without
help
that,
a
it
lot.
would even be worse without that. Oo.
Yes. And so therefore, let us go to the national level. It should be the very strong leadership of each
Yeah.
and every country to
Mm,
impose or to implement very strictly the measures so as to lessen the
mm,
pollution. All right.
mm,
So for example, let us not go far.
mm, mm.
The introduction or the introduction of electric jeepney, for example,
Yes,
our jeepney drivers and all their cooperatives or whatever should be knowledgeable through learning process. They should be taught of how valuable these measures are.
I see.
Okay,
All
so
right.
I guess the political leadership should get out of being too politicized, and
Yes,
rather serve the public in the very own scientific and their own virus on our own scientific
right.
methodology.
Oo. And at this time, I would like to welcome questions from our guests here. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can just shoot out your questions to Doc Noy, because Doc Noy has a vast reservoir of knowledge about this. So go ahead. So like I see here, Aurora Derla. Yeah, so anyone can shoot questions at Doc Noy and feel free to do it. So in the meantime, Doc Noy, what are some protective and preventive measures to mitigate heat stress disorders?
All right. Let me just go to the two most basic ones.
Yeah.
First is hydration. All
Okay.
right. Hydration is very, very important at this very point in time. I'll be very direct to the point. It is a very imperative for people who are exposed directly under the sun, like the construction workers, should provide themselves. Each one of them should drink 1 cup of cool water every 20 minutes, even
Oh,
if they don't feel thirsty.
I
It
see.
is
Okay.
possible that people who are suffering from heat-related illnesses do not have that sensitive sense of thirst. All right,
Yes.
because it could be that their mental faculty is already starting to back down.
Yes.
Therefore, they don't feel the sense of thirst. So
Yes.
therefore, the protocol is 1 cup every 20 minutes,
Mhm.
even without feeling the thirst.
Yes.
The thirst. Okay. Second one, how about for people who are staying at home with the air conditioning on, or office personnel? All right. So generally, they do not sweat that much.
Yes.
However, it is still imperative because of the humidity that is also happening in indoor inside the home. They
Yes.
should consume 3 liters for men of water, 3 liters of water for men, and 2.5 for women. All right.
See, I see.
So
Yes.
that's
Yes.
very important. So the hydration. Number
Yes.
two would be acclimatization. All right. Acclimatization is a gradual increase in the exposure of heat. For workers, for example, for newly hired construction worker, what is the thing to be done is there would be gradual exposure. Day one, only 10% of exposure from the outdoor heat they are allowed to do on day one. All right, 20%. Okay, on day two, 40%. Day three, 60%. Day four, 80%. And on day five, it's 100%. Now they could be considered acclimatized already. So
Okay.
these are for the newly hires.
Yes.
For
Yes.
those who are been working in the construction, or those who are exposed to the under the heat of the sun for a longer period of time,
Uh-huh.
there is still acclimatization to that effect.
Yes.
However, instead of starting from 20%, they
Yes.
could be started with 50% exposure on day one, 60% on day two, 80% on day three, and 100% on day four. Okay?
Oh,
This
right.
acclimatization exposure could have an effect for the next 1 and 2 weeks.
Hmm.
That
Hmm.
means that whenever they're exposed already under the heat of the sun, todo-todo na on week 2 or week 3, they could already be so they could already live healthily without even
Oh,
having suffered from
okay.
heat stroke anymore. They are already free. They are
Okay.
already free. You see, very
Oh,
simple, very simple.
oh, okay. So I am glad anyway that we had a chance to discuss this, Doc Noy, because a lot of us don't realize these things. Of course, you do a lot of research. You're always studying, you're learning. Now, there are a few questions for you, Doc Noy, from our participants here. So let me read it. Now, it says, one of them asked, how should we react to studies that say livestock and natural disasters such as volcanic eruptions will cause more green gases than people with their vehicles, ships, planes, and all these power plants? Is the human contribution really significant? That much?
You see, the computation of international bodies to lower the temperature 1.5 degrees, etc., is already taken into consideration the natural causes of the increase in temperature and the pollution. All
Yes.
right. Also, of course, logically, who could ever prevent the natural disasters?
Yeah.
Nobody.
Mm-mm.
Except, of course, you know what I mean. It's God given.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so prayers could answer that very big issue. But
Mm-mm.
for the man-made disasters, it should be again a big responsibility from of the leader of every country,
Yeah. Well,
right?
well said. Yes, yes, yes.
And international agreement
Uh,
to somehow control the testing of these weapons that could produce.
Yeah.
undue pollution to the world, to the global field,
So,
right?
you know what? That's true because right now we have several wars going on. So that also contributes to all of this.
Yes, precisely.
Oh.
So that on a national level, I would suggest, I would recommend that they go institutionalized learning process through universities, schools, uh, even elementary, elementary and high school students should already be given this curriculum, which includes global warming, so that
Mm,
everybody should be aware.
mm-mm,
Alright? Should be aware at huwag matigas ang ulo.
mm-mm.
Di ba?
Oh, Doc Noy, another question here. It says, as a matter of fact, it's now being predicted that it's no longer global warming. Now they're saying it's global boiling.
Right. Global boiling is a term that connotes the excessive warming, all right? Or the
Mm,
excessive global warming so as to affect not only people but the ecosystems and other systems in the world. All right? And it is not far from happening if people will remain very matigas ang ulo. All right? This
oh
will
my
really
God.
happen.
Wow. All right. So in fact now, here it comes, Doc Noy. I did not expect this question, but I'm going to read it anyway. Is the threat of COVID now almost non-existent that people can just not, you know, not have to box themselves anymore like before. It's really low risk now for the COVID.
The COVID is expected to reach this level, right? Remember when we are so busy with our video conferences on the COVID series, right?
Yes.
That there will come a time that the immunity of people around the world would be highly developed against COVID. And I'm referring to the natural immunity that they have, not to mention, of course, the effectiveness of the COVID vaccines. All right.
Mm, okay.
It became so disastrous at the start because people do not have at yet COVID antibodies when we were starting in 2020s.
Mm,
Now, everybody seems to be positive already with antibodies. The challenge nowadays, it's more of the long COVID syndrome, meaning there
oh,
are people who are sick of COVID yet, and until now, they're still suffering from the side effects of the viral infection, especially
oh,
those who are suffering from cardiovascular diseases.
all right. So there goes the comorbidity again, no? So in
Yeah.
other words, you are better off if you don't have these comorbidities. Yeah, much better off than others, right? So do you, okay, is it all right, less risky for seniors and even children to be in a cool mall? And now many malls are getting crowded because people are attracted to going there because it's cooler. So, what is your opinion of that? That it's cooler and people are going there, but it's getting crowded. How do you size up that situation?
Okay. First of all, before I go to the discuss the issue of congested malls, for example, is the fact that people need cool places,
Okay.
generally speaking, so
Mhm.
that this is already a challenge wherever we are. High electricity consumption in every household. Even those who do not have AC units, they put on or they turn on their number of electric fans, right? So we have to stay cool, really. Now, the issue on crowded places, the people go to malls just to refresh themselves. Is a matter of the management. It's a matter of management concern. All right. So what they do, we have what we call in science a computation on of how many people per square meter of place is allowed. All right? Because it has something to do with the effectiveness of the HVAC system, the heat, the ventilation, the air conditioning system of the mall. Okay, so Sangyun pa naman, personally, I still don't see the threat of overcongesting the malls or buildings as far as I'm concerned as of now. So that's not really a problem. Okay.
All
And
right.
by the way, I must not forget this. And electric fans do have different mechanism of how it prevents heat stress in the place versus the air conditioning units. So
Oh,
they work differently.
oh, really?
Okay, it's
Please.
very interesting. Yes, it's very
Oh, oh,
interesting.
please explain. I really don't
Okay,
know the difference.
okay. Electric fans are meant to dry the perspiration that we are suffering, the sweat. Okay, that is how it works. First of all, why do you think we sweat? Why do we perspire? We perspire because that is a natural mechanism of the body to cool the hot state of the body inside. So we perspire. So the more perspiration we experience, the healthier we are. The
Oh,
fact is we must replace it with much of water through the hydrating processes by drinking. Okay, so the electric fan is there to dry the perspiration to make it more effective for the sweat to be evaporated, and therefore we contribute this contributes to acclimatization process at the same time. Okay, whereas the air conditioning unit functions in the room or the place where the aircon is. All right, what happens is it absorbs the hot air. The air conditioning unit absorbs the hot air, all right, through the evaporator, and then it condenses the cool air now because of the other part of the equipment. It now blows out. The hot air is blown out outside the house, while the cool air is blown in again to circulate within the area. See?
oh, I
All right.
see.
So it is a different mechanism of function.
Indeed, indeed. So, do you suggest, all right, so do you approve of people going to the beaches or swimming pools because it helps when you swim? Would you believe that will be a big help?
Yes, somehow it cools down the body, provided they have to be careful not to expose themselves during bathing in the sea from 10 o'clock or as early as 9:30, 9 o'clock up to 4 in the afternoon. Because this is the period when the radiation from the sun is so strong. All
Oh,
right. In case it's unavoidable, or in cases where people would swim up to 9 o'clock, the better thing to do is to apply sunblock or okay, sun protection. All right, so
oh,
that
all
to
right.
free themselves from the harmful effects of the sun's radiation. Okay,
I see,
again,
I
what
see.
is important is not to forget again hydrating themselves by drinking water while in the beach.
I see, I see.
Okay.
Yes, yes. Now, here is another question about this is about drinking water. Is there such a thing as drinking too much water? Can it also be dangerous to a person? And what amount of electrolyte drinks is safe for drinking in a heat wave?
Okay, I have already mentioned the maximum number of liters that a man should drink. All right. Again, for males, up to 3 liters,
Oh,
3 to 3.5. For
yeah.
females, 2.5 to 3 or 3.5, even depending on how hot the area is or the
Oh,
ventilation, how effective the ventilation is. All right. These are the factors. You're
oh,
asking of is there such a thing as excessive drinking? Yes. All right. The danger there is what we call hyponatremia. Hypo meaning low level and natremia stands for sodium. All right. So what happens is the sodium in the body becomes so diluted that the body functions back down. All right. And it's also could lead to coma state and eventually death.
oh my goodness.
Right. That is
Oh my,
hyponatremia because of too much drinking water.
oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Okay, how about electrolyte drinks?
Electrolyte. risk.
Please.
Basically, during this heat wave, it's the
Uh,
sodium and the chloride that are evaporated through the sweat. Okay? It's
oh,
not more of the potassium thing.
okay.
Potassium is common in diarrheic patients and in normal conditions when there is a diarrheic patient. And the simple remedy there is eat banana to replace the potassium that is lost
Oh,
in
okay.
these
Okay.
foods.
Good. That's good idea. So, in other words, you also suggest that people should eat fruits and veggies instead of all meat.
In what case?
For example, diet wise, because there are really people I observe. Some people I don't know for what reason. They don't enjoy eating fruits and veggies. They keep on eating meat. So would that be even worse for them because they do it? And what kind of a diet is that? So how how does it affect also their getting, you know, getting rid of heat related illnesses by having
Okay,
a good diet?
studies have shown that the healthy the person is, the more is his or her coping ability towards heat stress. These
Oh,
healthy people on healthy diet and I would emphasize regular exercise easily get acclimatized. See, they
oh.
could easily cope with the changes in temperature and humidity. Right? So
Mm,
still, diet and nutrition and regular exercise are keys in maintaining and therefore protecting or preventing heat-related illnesses.
mm-mm. So, Doc Noy, you are espousing that in spite of the heat, we will still, except that we don't want to exercise under the sun, right? Right. So probably when there's not much sun anymore, are you suggesting that we continue with our daily routine of exercises, even with the heat?
No issue of exercising during this heat wave,
Oh,
provided hydration still
yeah.
is a very important part of it.
All
Okay?
right.
Exercising from 10 o'clock to 4 p.m. is discouraged because of the harmful effects of solar radiation. However, exercising during this period of time for 10 to 15 minutes could be is accepted. In fact, that is the duration of sun exposure while we get adequate amounts of vitamin D from the
Oh,
sun. All
oh,
right, just 15 minutes
oh,
during
oh.
noontime. Yes.
I'm glad you mentioned that, Doc Noy, because I got used to 20, 30 minutes. So now if it's really so hot, it's more of just 15 minutes for,
But you have to continue that to complete the 30 minutes requirement every day. All right?
oh,
You can do it
okay.
like later in the afternoon or early in the morning.
Oh, all right.
Miss Dina, if you don't mind, I think we are left with 20 more minutes. We have not discussed the stages or the phases of heat-related illness.
Oh, please, please.
Right.
Yeah, we need that. Yes, please,
All
please.
right. This is very important for our audience to understand that generally it starts with a simple heat rush. Like a simple, right, prickly heat or bungang araw from the babies. However, it's rather rare for adults to have prickly rush, right? Prickly heat rush. But the thing is, during this very hot weather with high humidity, adults also experience heat rush. And the heat rush is exactly the characteristic that babies do have. But it is important to note that heat rash should be properly diagnosed because there are also rashes of the skin that could be manifested as different diseases. Okay,
Mm,
and I'm referring to as most common would be the rashes due to house
mm,
mites,
mm, mm,
the dust mites at home.
mm, mm, mm.
Please remember,
Yeah.
during this humid weather,
Mm,
the
mm.
dust mites are very common. Kaya nagtataka na lang mga tao minsan, wala naman tayong alaga. They do not have pet dogs.
Mm.
Yet they are suffering from rust. That could be dust mites. Okay, dust
Oh,
mites
okay.
would like to thrive in humid weather.
Yeah,
And
okay.
their rust is so pruritic or very
Yeah.
scratchy talaga yan.
Oo. A
Uh,
question that just came in, Doc Noy, no? Is it okay raw to put a little amount of salt in the tongue to prevent naman na yung sodium, loss of sodium? Is that okay raw?
Uh, it could be, yes, amount of salt in the tongue to stop, no, no, not to stop sweating, but to replace the salt.
To replace,
To
yeah.
replace the
Oh,
sodium and the
oh,
chloride that is
yeah.
evaporated with sweating. But
Ah,
it's not
okay.
to stop sweating. Okay?
Oh, okay.
I may continue. May continue. The
Oo,
other rash that we have to differentiate from heat rash
oo.
is are the fungal infections. Why
Mm,
is it important to differentiate? Is the fact that because treatment is different. All right. So if we misdiagnose, there could be a chance that complications may set in rather than cure the patient. Okay. So heat rash could easily be treated by again maintaining the coolness in the environment where the person is, hydration for construction workers, wear hats, have rests with under the shade with shades, no? And I give this information to management among construction workers or people even who handle people who go errands outside.
mm,
Okay, they should wear loose clothing, light colored as much as possible. And then what else? When they come home or before going to office, when they take a bath, the more effective is after drying up the skin, they could apply cornstarch, the ordinary cornstarch. It doesn't have to be branded, just ordinary cornstarch, because cornstarch are very effective in absorbing the sweat. Okay. Okay. So another thing at home, by the way, very important. As much as possible, discourage your family members or people in the household from opening the refrigerator or the freezer. Why? Because the more frequent you open the door of the refrigerator, the more that the what do you call this? The more that it generates heat.
Oh my
It
goodness.
generates heat, so therefore the heat circulates inside the home.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so that's very important. People don't realize this.
Yeah, yeah.
So we already have a heat rush in the discussion. Next step is heat fatigue. It's not malayo sa ito
Oo,
yung punupulikat. Okay,
oo.
so what happens here is because of the too excessive evaporation of the electrolytes, therefore the muscle does not function effectively, but rather produce pain. Okay,
Oh,
and the common sites of this would be the back of the lower extremities, the thighs, and even the abdomen. Okay, so
mm,
these are early signs of heat stroke or heat exhaustion. The next stage is heat exhaustion. Right, this is very important. In heat exhaustion, the person excessively sweat. Okay, sobrat mo magpawis during that stage. And then very cold ang kanyang ano na no katawan. So what do we do? Again, hydration. Kasi
mm,
tapos there is already a level of parang ano siya, we call that parang tuliro, confused, at a confused state.
mm,
Tapos medyo mahina ang galaw niya. So what's the first aid there? He seeks help from anybody. Let this person stay in a very shady place, all right, while he is given the first aid measures. It must be that whenever it's may it be a residence or a company, even outside, people should have electric fans. So pagka may electric fan, bring the person there in a shady area, cool him down by sips of water. Pero kung conscious naman, pwede siya uminom with the use of straw. Okay, cool water again. Pahigain, by the way. Pahigain yung pasyente, an aligned position, but keep his feet or her feet elevated so that the remaining circulation of the blood would be going to the brain. Okay?
mm,
Okay, siyempre, make sure that people are not around that person to
mm,
ensure that there is adequate ventilation
mm.
where the first aid is being given. Okay?
Mm.
So that is heat exhaustion. Sa
Mm.
heat stroke naman, itong pawis ng pagpapawis ng tao ay it's gone. Rather, his or her skin becomes dry at ang temperature niya nagsushoot up to 40 degrees centigrade.
Oh.
Mainit ang skin. Alright, so ito, takbo ka agad, okay? Call the other member to make sure that the ambulance of the hospital has been called upon so that habang nagfi-first aid, nagbibigay ng ice, lahat ng mga singit-singit ng katawan, bigyan ng ice. Okay? In this regard, usually the patient is already parang unconscious na yan, ano? So sips of water could be done, could be given to this person. Okay? Habang mini-maintain pa rin yung pagbigay ng ventilation, yung electric fan blowing to this person, etc., etc. Tapos, pagdating po niyan sa hospital, you see, it's another very easy thing for doctors to do. Isisuswerohan lang yan siya. Okay? Again, we save a life there. Simple lang
Wow.
siya, yet we are saving lives. Ang
Yes.
importante lang alam ng mga rescuers or yung mga first aid team members to know to do what is supposed to be done. Okay?
Mm-mm.
Ang tama lang na mga measures. Okay?
So,
Pahigain po ha, I would like to emphasize, patients should be
oo.
given first aid in a lying position.
Fine.
Hindi
Okay.
yung dating misconception na, ay wag nating paupuin yung unconscious, tuluyan yung mamamatay pag nakahiga. That is
Ah,
false.
cool.
Maling
Oo.
rito yan.
Oo. Oo.
Okay?
Now, here is a question, Doc Noy. Para bang, how about pets? How about yung pets natin? Do they also suffer heat stroke?
Yes, they behave abnormally.
Okay.
Pero ang mammals, particularly the dog,
Ah,
okay? Maganda pong kanyang panting mechanism, no? Nakikita niyo yan, parang
ah,
gumaganon sila. All right?
ah,
And they normally have mas relatively less ang sweating or may mga animals nga na hindi nagsisweat, alam ko eh. All
ah,
right?
ah, ah,
But rather, they respire a lot effectively. Pero they misbehave. They are not in the normal behaviors. Okay, talking about
oh,
animals, it's important for me to mention here, bakit ang daming lamok during this time?
yes.
Because ang lamok mismo hindi na sila komportable where they are thriving.
Ah,
Okay? And
oh,
it has been studied as well that it is during this period there when they reproduce a lot. See, that is the result of all these things are result of global warming. Okay,
yes.
nasisira talaga ang ating ecosystem and the
Ah,
environment.
So, it goes without saying, no, because we we derive so much uh, protection from and even pleasure from nature. And so it goes without saying we should also give back to nature. We should also help nature.
Yes, yes, definitely, definitely.
So this must be the reason, Doc Noy, why coral reefs are already like ano na, they lose their colors and they become bleach. Nag-bleach na sila sa heat. Too much heat.
In my little knowledge about, I'm not a marine biologist,
Oo.
there is already a disturbance in the water ecosystem, the oceans.
Yes.
Right? So, ang mga dahil mainit na yung tubig, different forms of fishes already thrive in the coral reefs. They are supposed not to be there. Okay?
Oh,
So,
okay.
kasi ang coral reefs may requirement yan to maintain their environment kaya alam mo na pagka mainit yung may mga fish kasi na hindi very sensitive sa changes ng water temperature. So
Yeah.
dahil doon sila dati, pupunta sila ngayon sa mga areas where coral reefs are. So nasisira ang coral reefs.
Mm. So eventually it comes back pa rin to haunt us, you know. Tayo pa rin. Oo.
Yes.
Be- yeah, because that's where we also get a lot of our sustenance from the sea, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that is ano. So at any rate, give us your mga kanina no, mga first aid and all that, no. Now, and then of course I took note of the two tips. Yun yung hydration, no,
Mm-hmm.
at saka yung acclimatization of the heat, no. So, those are very important things. Now, Doc Noy, because as ordinary people, I really wish the government, our leaders will also do something. Because I like what he said, it's up to our leaders to really take concrete steps to lessen the, for example, meaning, would you say, for example, na invest some more in solar panels, something like that, and then yung wind turbines or something like that, no? So that instead ng puro ano lang, electric na lang lahat, it will be actually more beneficial to everybody. Except Doc Noy, you realize, of course, it's quite expensive, no, to have these things,
No? It's
no?
expensive nowadays kasi nga po ang demand for all the for the other alternate energy sources are not that high yet. Right? Kasi nilalabanan yan ng mga manufacturers ng mga fossil fuels.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
may konting malaking politika dyan. Because
Yeah,
gas of fossil fuels invested a lot, so they have to earn money all the more. Kaya yung mga wind turbines, yung mga solar panels, hindi pa ngayon ganun ka ginagawang buhos ng kanilang effort to
yeah,
produce such
yeah.
equipment.
Yeah, I always had the misconception na the reason it's not being done more is because it takes so much investment to have solar panels and
Yeah.
turbines. Yun. So obviously there is a tug of war
Yes,
between the
yes, definitely. Yes.
yeah.
I think there are questions in our message
Oh,
box.
okay, okay. Standard outdoor gear should include therefore water jugs, umbrellas, and hats. Has it gotten so bad that going out is risky without it? How about motorcycle riders making deliveries all day long?
Okay, standard gear. Yes. Provide your workers with water jugs. In fact, yung water na may ice sa loob, okay? Dapat kasama sa responsibility ng foreman yan, yung project foreman, to ensure that there continuous water supply, drinking water supply that could be taken by the workers. Umbrellas, yes, definitely in hats. And padagdag na lang po, may sinasuggest din ako sana yung mga outer workers, bigyan sila muna ng permission to rather wear shirts lang kasi may
Yes.
mga opisina na talagang, example pala, security guards.
Yes,
Okay?
yes,
Kasi
yes, yes.
requirement ng SOSA daw yan na yung
Oo,
masikip nilang
oo,
uniform tapos may
yes.
undershirt pa sila,
Oo,
etc. etc.
oo,
You
oo.
see, this, I hate to say this, may mga associations pa rin kasi that are so backward.
Yeah.
All right? They are so, laid back. They
Mm-mm,
so laid back na they do not go with the change of the times,
mm-mm.
with the environmental changes, etc. etc. Yes, hats definitely. Maganda po yung hat, yung hat na not what Dina is wearing. Yung medyo native ba yon? Sa
Oo,
lakad, yung mga
oo,
ganon. Kasi
oo,
magandang ventilation dyan sa loob,
oo,
no?
oo.
Has it gotten so bad that going out is risky? Yes, risk. In fact, it is. Ito balikan ko yung acclimatization. There has been studies, yung mga new hired na na-expose kaagad sa labas, day
Oo.
one pa lang, emergency and dead on arrival ang iba. Kaagad. Kasi the employers have the misconception or the mistake of sending their new hires immediately without being
Oo.
acclimatized. So it's really
Oh,
risky. And then what's the other one? How about motorcycle riders?
oh,
Riders should be treated as outdoor workers. So therefore, 1 cup every 20 minutes ang pag-inom ng tubig nila.
so they should never go out without the water jugs. Kailangan
Yes,
palagi. Oh,
yes.
okay.
Kaya lang naman kahit naman sa ang convenience store may pero expensive
Yeah,
'yan. So
yeah,
just
yeah.
get it from home when they
Oh,
leave, right?
oh,
Sige po.
oh, my goodness. That that makes a lot of sense. Now, ito yon um
There's a
battery.
comment.
Okay. Okay, some comments here. Actually, raw, China is flooding the world with cheap solar panels. Tariffs cause the prices to go up. Oh, so in other words, not all governments are discouraging. They are encouraging people to have this cheap solar panels. Afford.
Uh, I would react to that. In fairness, no? Maganda po ang protocol ng Paris Convention at saka yung United Nations body in charge of it. It's a matter of implementation. All right?
Oh,
I had a chance to browse through it. Wonderful. Kaya
oh,
lang kasi ang kalaban diyan yung politicization ng mga leaders natin. Okay? So therefore, anong gagawin natin? As members of the country, dapat we have to act together. We put our act together so that to rally. Okay? Rally to the government that this is the right things to do. Kasi pag ang politiko lang hayaan natin, they would be mindful on their own agenda. Eh. Okay?
mm. Okay.
To the
At
detriment of the population.
at
Diba?
saka I noticed something kasi, Doc Noy. Um, remember yung gas, no? The reason that it becomes even more expensive because there is what you call excise tax and it goes straight to the government. So the reason they don't want to stop it is they need all these taxes.
Oh.
They want to.
Medyo masalimot tong discussion yan sa petroleum industry. May na-miss ako kay Miss Tordino, battery technologies are also manufactured by plants. Yes, definitely. That's why noon pa man din, nag-uumpisa pa lang to mobile, Miss Dina. Ako
Oh,
yung tao talaga against sa mobile phone. Not over, mobile phone in that particular ano talaga 15 years ago, remember before the COVID pandemic, may bagong lalabas lang na unit, bili ka agad na bagong model. People don't realize the pollution that it creates. See,
mm,
so now that every one of us is suffering from this global warming, everyone should be educated how significantly we contribute to global warming. Okay? Hindi lang po kasalanan ng isang tao o ng leaders natin o whoever eh. Bawat isa sa atin may contribution kaya this is what happening now.
mm, mm,
Ang
mm, mm.
tigas lang talaga ng ulo ng tao. Okay,
Oo,
meron pa. Many SMOs now use solar panels to power their energy needs and cooling needs. Progress. Yes, 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 yes. Even households, ang dami-dami sa mga subdivisions or subdivisions, they use their own solar panels. It's very expensive, pero it
oo.
is worth it. Long term, maganda po ang impact. Okay, I know people who invest a lot, like millions, ang
Yeah,
cost
yeah.
nila. Pero long term, i-compute like 2 years or 3 years or 5 years, ang baba-baba ng kanilang consumption talaga ng ano, ng,
Yes, yes.
ng ano,
Oo.
because of
So
solar panel.
for those who can afford to invest in solar panels,
Yes,
it will come back, no, in terms of lower electric costs, etc. No?
definitely,
Oo,
definitely.
oo. So indeed, indeed. So, Doc Noy, any last words for our viewers out there? Because you cannot stop people from going out. In spite of the heat, people still have to go out. I mean, you know, hindi pwedeng you just stay at home. That's not life. So, all right. So, any last words, Doc Noy, for our viewers to?
Okay, last words, I would say to the point, to the level of calling the attention of our leaders.
Oo, oo,
I think nabanggit ko na yan, ano ha? Sana alisin na lang nila yung political hop, but rather be mindful of the welfare of the population and the
oh,
public health. Sa
indeed.
atin, gagawin din natin on individual basis. Again, nasabi ko na rin nan kanina, this is a matter of summary, to do our share. Now, sa institutional level naman, it must be their responsibility to educate people as early as elementary or high school. Dapat meron ng subject on global warming talaga. Tapos sa college, kahit minor subject yan, they have to undergo this as a basic course for
Mm,
people to be educated.
mm,
Tapos ano pa ba? We should be learned, no? You should know the information surrounding this problem of ours because global warming, or climate change will forever be there for a couple of years until such time that there will be controllable limits of the environment already. Hopefully,
Indeed.
we can do
Indeed.
this. And
Oo.
above all and everything, Miss Dina, the very highlight of it all, we cannot do it alone, but
Yes.
it's Father God's design for us.
Indeed, indeed. So always be aware that we help each other, and of course, it prays no to have deep faith, because we don't want naman that people get depressed because of the heat wave. No? So we just at least adapt what we have learned, the lessons we
Yes.
learned from Doc Noy.
Yes.
So,
Siguro let me, if you allow me a final statement lang din, Miss
oo,
Dina. And this is
oo,
saying thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity. This is a win-win thing for us because for you in your Leaders Bureau or Speakers Bureau, you can send this especially to corporations
yes,
because sa ngayon lang sabihin ko sa iyo, Miss Dina, ang dami-dami na yung nakahilera na sa akin. Companies are getting my services to have this advocacy. Okay,
indeed,
the feedback is maganda kasi na-explain ko ng maigi and people understand what I'm
yes,
saying. And then
oo,
it goes to their heart talaga and minds.
oo, indeed,
Because
indeed,
nararamdaman na natin ang hirap. All
yeah,
right? So we'll take this opportunity to educate people through your agency. Okay,
yes,
that's
yes.
all. And God bless us all.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Doc Noy, for your time and precious sharing of knowledge. And especially you always update yourself with the latest, no, what's happening. Reality, not fake. Kasi ang iba, basta lang sila maka-comment, okay na sila. Without even verifying kung tama ba yung source nila. Basta
Indeed.
lang, oo.
Yes.
So, thank you so much. And to our viewers out there, please click like and subscribe to the Leaders Edge by SEASTBI, because we do have a lot more for you. Our next speaker, for example, today is episode 11. Ang ating season ender is si Brian Lato with the topic Metaverse and Sustainability Marketing. So it's been so much honor and pleasure to have with us the person that we admire so much, because very generous ka talaga sa sharing mo, Doc Noy. So with all that knowledge and skill. So I am also very appreciative of our guests here. Thank you for being with us and sharing also your time with us today. So, Doc Noy, until the next time, and thank you. Yes, I agree with you. We will send it to lalo na you mentioned something kasi we do have some clients who are in the construction industry. So we will, especially they need this because they were already telling me that their workers have been really very uncomfortable with the heat already. So thank you and God bless everybody.
To God be the glory.
Yes, to God be the glory. Amen. Thank you, Doc Noy. God bless.
Welcome. Okay.